Elevation. And I did have a show scheduled today, and he may pop in. His name is Cody Crazy, but he's sick. So, and I gave him the option to reschedule because he's sick. And I don't say that in any kind of way. It's just he's sick. So if he don't show up on this interview, we will definitely reschedule because man, I did a lot of research and a lot. I listened to a lot of music. So with that being said, for the time being, as you see, you'll see this commercial. You'll see this commercial, this show, and I'm gonna play that commercial on the first and the 6th and 7th. That because the show they didn't show up on the we had to reschedule. So I'm gonna give these people that paid for this show, and let me tell you, bro, I'll send you some of their hoodies. I'll send you some pics and stuff, and you check out her page. There's a promo code. You know what I mean? Like she has a lot of cool ass hoodies, outfits, and they're the no shrink and no stretch hoodies or no fade hoodies. They're nice.
I bet she got the XLT ones too.
Hold on. Hold on. All right. For my viewers, Cody had just hit me back up and he said he's having technical difficulties. He is putting his music together, or he's putting his shit together, and he's having difficulties. But like I said, he's been sick. And again, I'm not playing anybody short. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna run the ad that's on the bottom of the screen today all the way up to the 7th on all my shows. Until then, I have 3 or 4 shows till then. So make sure you guys check out Nicole and it's yourphysique.com. Use promo code NOE for that extra 10% off and get what you want. There's so much stuff on there. You guys would not be disappointed in that site. Now, with that being said, what up, Scott? If you guys want to interact with us on the YouTube, go to YouTube, type in The Nation of Elevation, and we'll be able to read your comments and everything there, and you'll be able to interact with us on the podcast. Hell yeah. The Nation of Elevation on YouTube. That way they can see your comments just like I can. Because the only reason you're live there is because it's my phone. So with that being said, jump on the YouTube account, The Nation of Elevation. Go to the live, subscribe, follow, share, do all of that. And with that being said, what up, Lemonhead?
Not much, we had to bring you a part of the show. Whole shebang.
He brought the whole shebang.
That's the penitentiary rich bag. And they're getting threefold for what it costs them to join right now.
Right. Shit's crazy.
That used to be $1 item.
Go to the YouTube account, The Nation of Elevation, so you can interact with the art with us on the podcast. It's way sweeter there.
Yeah, we're getting left in the dust now.
These dudes, man, like I've been working on this commercial. I kind of sent it to you, I think. With Cody's commercial, they take so long to make. Like I've been working on his commercial for 3 days, and it's only 5 seconds long.
Yeah,
maybe 6.
It's just like a snippet or something, more or less.
That's exactly what a commercial is. Do you see on your screen where it says captions? It says oh, you don't get the chat form. You don't got the chat form.
I'm telling you, I'm not just gonna spend the money because we're both gonna learn at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what
yeah. Let me post this. So do you see where I just wrote in the chat room? where
Yep.
it says chat. You see
Now
that?
look, if I go over here and try to click on it or anything, I can't respond to nothing. Now if I go over here to this, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's the private chat. Hey Nicole, what's up? We just gave you a huge shout out, and being you're our very first person for the slide shot spot, we're gonna give it to you today, all the way to today. And there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 4 other shows besides the Russ Stanley show that the Midwest Kid that we're gonna put it on. That should make you happy. It made me happy to be able to say that.
I know another thing that we can do for her too, though. Tell her to make a real video about reels on Facebook. Tell her to make her a thing that we can share it with what like some of her products that she has.
Oh yeah, and I the TikTok and all that. Yeah, she's hip.
Oh, I'm talking about on the reels on Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah, because that's where you get your most scenes at.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, like I said, that goofy shit I did with shoveling the snow in my underwear or whatever. But I was out at Perrysburg at Wendy's, and that cashier's like, "Oh man, I seen your video on the thing." Like I'm like, you would never think that. Oh, dumb people seen it.
She said she'll be working. Can you see her comments on there?
Yeah, so I got you. I will be working on that.
All right. Anybody on my Facebook that's watching this live, go to the YouTube. It's The Nation of Elevation. Like, subscribe, follow, share, all that stuff. Whatever option it says to do, do it. Don't give it a thumbs down because it will show me you did. Oh, boy. So, like I said, we're waiting for Cody to set up.
Hey, ask her if she sells XLT hoodies too, though. Like for because
all right, Cody's in.
All right.
So we're gonna start the interview.
Hell yeah.
All right, give me like 2 seconds.
Go ahead, take your time. Y'all welcome Cody Crazy. Y'all heard me.
My bad, I'm still getting everything set up, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Take your time, brother. I just told him I didn't think you were gonna make it because you were sick.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna miss it. I'm gonna tough it out. That's the thing. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Whether I don't feel good or not.
I gotta give big shout out to Teddy Loud for making this happen for me. For sure.
Yeah, shout out to Teddy. Shout out to Teddy, man.
You go ahead and get yourself ready, bro. Take your time, no big hurry. You just let me know when you're ready, and then we'll start.
All right. I think I'm ready, man. Once again, I appreciate y'all, man, for let me be a part of the show, man. This is gonna be pretty cool right here, man.
And the object here is to make sure that the underdog, the not signed artist, the artist that ain't recognized as much, gets seen everywhere, not just here. You know what I mean? And between this live, Larry's live, and my Facebook live, it's gonna be seen.
And we're trying to get as many YouTube subscribers as we can. I don't know where you're at on YouTube. You got a lot of subscribers or views or what?
Oh yeah, I mean it could be better, but yeah, man, the views I can't complain about it. The streams are always good. The subscribers on our Lagodi page are really up there. Still working on my own personal page. I'm still trying to get all into this social media stuff. Like it's new to me too. Like I'm 29, so I'm just now figuring out that there's a whole new platform for figuring this shit out. So it's totally different than when I came up.
don't feel bad because me and Davey are 12, 15 years older than you, and we're just learning too.
We're having a hell of a time.
Hey, it's a new it's a new generation of music. Like I remember when I first started, I mean, we was putting flyers on street lights and standing outside Bill Street handing flyers out and stuff like that. So
Yep.
And you know
I
that's
mean,
the more fun. That's the more funner time of the game, though, when it comes to mute.
it really was. It really was. I mean, pressing up mixtapes and stuff like that. That to me. That was fun time. That's my old lady. That's my wife in the background, by the way. So
hello, I'm Davey. No fucks.
she's just got off work, so she's getting all her stuff together.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, I'm from the north. I'm from up in Ohio, and you know I've been down here since November, and it's so much better, bro. I mean, there's violence everywhere, but it's less violence here. There's more to do. I love waking up and going outside in the morning and not freezing my balls off. But this is cold to you guys. Like my chick says all the time, man, it's cold. No, it ain't. I'll be wearing shorts and shit. It ain't cold.
Believe it or not, right now in Memphis, it's sleeting outside. Like it's ice everywhere right now.
Oh
so.
wow. Yeah, like
What side of Memphis are you from?
Fraser. I'm from the Bay, from the North Memphis.
All right, so that's where it's really like sort of crazy too, though, right? And
yeah, I mean, long as you know stay in your lane and you ain't in everybody's business, they won't come fuck with you, and that's what we do. So we're cool with everybody. We ain't got no problems with nobody, so it's not no problems with us.
I was supposed to interview Flacco a couple weeks ago, but he couldn't figure out the thing, or he had something going on. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I have a series of questions, about 23, 24 of them.
Okay.
Shouldn't take that long.
Oh, man, I got all the time we need, man. However long y'all want to take, man. I'm in here.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Y'all go check out my YouTube if you want to interact with the interview. I got Cody Crazy on live. Go to the YouTube. It's The Nation of Elevation. Jump on the live. You can interact. You can ask your questions. You can do whatever you like. All right. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Let's go.
Where are you from?
I'm from Covington, Tennessee, which is about 30 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. That's where I grew up, went to school. And then when I got out of high school, kind of into my adulting life is when I moved into North Memphis.
Was it a big change?
I mean, yeah, but they call Covington Little Memphis. So it was kind of like I was just going to the city instead of, like it really wasn't that much change for me. I mean, I'm used to all the crazy sirens going off, gunshots going off every night. Like once you adapt to it, you kind of know when it's close and you know when it's far away, whenever, So
sleep through that one.
Yeah. We just like I was saying earlier, we just stay in our lane, so we really don't have to worry about that. So it really wasn't no big change. It was more where the location was, where we had our studio, because that's why I moved to Memphis, because we had a studio. Shout out to Mauser. We was in his house every day, all night. So we always had people over, and we was more focused on the music, so we wasn't worried about all that crazy shit, and we didn't bring the crazy shit over there.
Right. Leave that shit outside.
Yeah, exactly.
What made you want to rap over everything else that you could have possibly done?
Well, damn, that's a good question. So whenever I was young, I played piano, and I've been playing guitar since I can remember, since I was 6, and I'm actually damn good guitarist. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I was in a band for a long time when I was a teenager, and we headlined for what are they called? The Gorillas, the cartoon guys that do the cartoon videos and stuff. We opened for them. We opened for Deadfall Road, Egypt Central, just some bands from the early 2000 years. And so I was in the lead guitarist for Skies Cave In for a long time. If you ever get a chance, go check us out. It's still good, even though it's old. It's still good. But that kind of led into me being a DJ. I fell in love like with Skrillex and stuff like that. And as I was being a DJ, I used to grab the mic and I would start rapping in my sets, and people would be like, "Cody, that's your gift right there." I was like, "You're
So,
just, go
what
ahead."
is what do you consider your music? Like, because I get personally, like, and I listen to everything you have on YouTube, everything, both YouTube names.
Right.
And what I get out of your music is I get chill vibe. Like, it's not music like I'm going here and I'm gonna do this and that, and I'm gonna shoot up this and that. It's not that.
Right.
Total opposite.
Yeah, if you listen to all my music, I never rap about having guns. And one song I mentioned, I say in the verse, I say, "But is that what you want though? For me to go and unload? You know, like just saying like, but that's what y'all want. That's what'll make y'all recognize me if I talk about that. But other than that, I never mention shooting guns. If you watch my music video, Van Helsing, I don't have a gun at all. It's the people around me have guns,
Yeah,
and
everybody.
I,
That's what I
and
was telling her. Like, cause we talked about it. Like, this dude has no violence in his songs whatsoever.
No, I don't promote that. I see a lot, especially living in Memphis, you see a lot of people come and go and people disappear around you all the time. And it's because of gun violence, and it's, because of these young kids, they ain't led in the right direction, and I'm trying to be one of them guys that they can look up to, that can lead them in the right direction. Hey, you could still have fun doing this craft without being violent and still sell CDs, still sell, you still get your streams and everything like that. You don't have to promote violence just to be a great artist. Really, I don't even really listen to artists that condone that, because it just everything sounds the same.
It's all
So
right.
yeah.
He'd have loved that guy from New Mexico. The one
What's
I was
that?
There's this artist out of New Mexico, same way, but he's like he did a couple of rap over beats for, like, I don't know if you know South Park Mexicans or not,
Okay.
but like the couple remixes that he did, there ain't no cuss words. You can get all the radio play you want to.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't it's just being real, and it's always special when an artist can rap or whatever music they want to make, but it's really from the heart, and it's not talking about, oh, I got $100,000 or this or that. Don't got when just being themselves.
Exactly.
You know that.
Exactly.
The artist is my favorite,
Say
and I'll
that
tell you,
again.
an independent artist is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
and that ain't a pun to any other artist or anybody that signed. I just like it because it's raw. You know what I mean? It's what they
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. That's very true.
I definitely got to give a shout out to the Hive. Flacco and them doing their thing up in Memphis with you. They're over in Memphis. Also give shout out to Lil White. About to have
That's a
some
little white.
guys here shortly. As soon as I figure out how to word everything and get it all in play, I'm gonna work on that.
Hell yeah.
As Nicole would see your comment on her, I used to run around with Low G and Juan Gotti and Carolyn and Rashid and all them from SPM.
Larry is a very, very popular man. Like Larry is when it comes to the music world and everything else, he's very, very into it.
But another thing, though, me and Davey are trying to promote the crap out, just like what you mentioned about trying to lead these youth into the right direction. I'm
Exactly.
in a big old fatherhood movement on this BU Nation, but I mean,
That's that Brothers United is what that BU Nation is.
Yep. Well, I've had full
Yeah.
custody of my kids for 8 years, stuff like that. I've been to prison multiple times, and like I try to tell her, every man that wants to step up for responsibility of their kids, if I can do it, there's no reason why you can't do it. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, that's
awesome.
the way to think about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Who have you performed with? As
Ooh,
far as national goes, as a rapper, not as in the group.
okay. I did a small tour with Lil White. I've done a small tour with LeChat. I've done a small tour with Haystack,
Hell yeah.
um, Bubba Sparks, Alexander King, um, Tom Ski Mask, Nasty Nardo. Um, it's just so many. I'm trying to make sure I shout out everybody that I've.
So the reason
It's
I
a
asked,
lot, man. It's really a lot.
the reason I asked it like that is when I was going through your bios and everything on both the YouTubes, the list was crazy of who you worked with and you know what I mean. Another good
Right.
question. You'll like this one too.
Okay.
Where have you performed at? Major.
Everywhere besides the West Coast. I've been our fan base is really big in up north, Michigan, Minnesota, stuff like that. So shout out to all of them up north because they really bring us out there every year, multiple times a year. So they show a lot of love. So shout out to everybody north. We've been all the way south, so and same there, in Memphis, Arkansas, Mississippi, all them places too. So Indiana, like so we've been everywhere besides west, and that's the goal this year is we're gonna go west. So that'll be pretty
Sometimes,
That's where it's
interesting.
at.
sometimes it's best to just get on that road and go.
Well, I never wanted to stay in one city. I feel like I've done what I can in my city, and the thing about Memphis is it's hard to get people to support you because everybody's doing it. So you really have to get out of your element and travel to these places just so people can recognize you the way you want to be recognized. Because people are going to recognize you in Memphis, but they're not going to give you your flowers, and they're going to tell you what they want you to hear whenever they're around you. And other than that, they'll never say anything about you again, which is a problem, because the era I came up in, it was all about networking, building bridges, so that, that's why I travel. I try to travel because it's a lot more love when you travel.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy thing is though, I try to tell local rappers all the time, you don't leave the city and go do a show somewhere, you ain't gonna go nowhere at the end of the day because you're gonna have more love in a different city than you are in your own backyard.
Because at
That's
that
true.
point you're doing it.
You're gonna get your ex on your fan base for the local stuff, but then it's just gonna be a standstill. You're gonna be like, man, why can't I go up bigger and better? It's because you ain't stepping out of that side of town or this or that,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I was telling him when I just he was playing some of your music before went on the live, and that was the first time I heard a couple songs. I'm like, man, he gives me that Haystack vibe, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was like, I was sitting there thinking like car full of white boys on the for the crystals thing or whatever.
Bro. Like I only showed you a couple of songs. If you would have sat with me if you would have been on here while I did the research, you'd have been like, Jesus. Like
And I try to keep it very diverse. Like if you listen to a lot of my music, nothing sounds the same. Like I have you can tell like my rock side that I do, like I have that rock rap side, then I have my actual, my Memphis flow, and then I have like you could tell that who's influenced me by my music growing up. You can definitely tell that there's a little bit of rock and roll, there's a little bit of country boy, there's a little bit
and
of
that's why I say
city boy.
I get the like some of your music, I get the Kid Rock vibe. You know what I mean? Some of your music, I get the the hood vibe. You know what I mean? I get all that. I get it all of it. You know what I mean? Vibes in together.
Well,
I just heard some new stuff from well, it's not really new, but it's been out probably for a little while. Some of the stuff that Bubba Sparks did, like little like country sort of stuff. It was pretty cool, different.
And he's got a lot of crazy music out too.
Oh yeah, and he's definitely been back on the scene again. I've been seeing his face all over YouTube, so he's definitely coming back out with something, man. So I'm interested to see what happened.
Hey, he was that guy 20 years ago in the clubs, when I was out doing what I was doing. I'm talking about.
I can only imagine, man. I heard back when he first came out, he had the clubs rocking. Like I wasn't old enough to get into the clubs yet, but
you were like 9
I
years
heard
old
stories.
or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was maybe 10, 12, somewhere in between there. So there wasn't no going to no Bubba Sparks concert. But you hear his song in every damn movie. You know, you hear his damn song. What's the one? Booty Rockin' Everywhere. That song. He's still getting paid off of that song for the
That
rest of his
song's been
life. He'll
around
get paid.
forever. I still hear it in the clubs every now and then.
He still performs it live. It's the last song he always performs. So, you know, and that's another cool thing too, is growing up listening to like Bubba Sparks, Haystack, Lil White, Lachette, all them, and then to be able to do shows with them now, you know, that's pretty fucking cool. A lot of people, you know, they don't give the OGs the flowers they deserve, but every time I do them shows with the OGs, I definitely let them know it's an honor, and I'm very appreciative and very grateful for the opportunity, you know. So,
Well, yesterday, you know, in Toledo, my homie Dizzy Blaze does a show called Tacos for Breakfast.
hell yeah.
And that song that you sent me,
Uh-huh.
my Gmail, I sent it over to him.
Uh-huh.
And he played it on Tacos for Breakfast. I don't know what the outcome of it was yet. I haven't talked to him because he's
Oh,
super
hell
busy
yeah.
all the time. But
Definitely. Yeah.
But you can catch that. You can just look up Dizzy Blaze on
Okay.
YouTube, and it'll pop up, you know, Tacos for Breakfast or whatever.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna check that out for sure.
Hey, that
Yeah.
Gorillaz band that you were saying that you were opening up for, or was messing with or whatever, is that the one where it got that song "I'm Happy"? I got sunshine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs. For some reason, I don't know why, and it's not really my particular type of music, but like if I'm having a shitty day, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That song. Where's the biggest place you performed?
The biggest place. It would either have to be Safari Club in Mississippi, or it would have to be the New Daisy Theater on Bill Street. Well, yeah, those are probably the two biggest.
Memphis is, you know, Tennessee is the home of music to me. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
Anywhere you are in the United States, you start talking about music and Tennessee comes up.
Yep.
So are a lot of your shows in Tennessee?
Something for the most part. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, it's mostly out of town for me. I do a show called Lagodi Palooza, which is a big festival that I do every year here in Memphis now. I do the Rap Offs, which is another big platform here in Memphis. Like I do those events here, but as of like booking shows, unless one of my artists on my label have like an album release or something, I'll set them up an album release show and we'll perform in Memphis or something like that. But for the most part, we're on the road. We hit the road.
You been going far down south or not?
I have. Go ahead.
What's that?
Have you been traveling far down south, like bottom of Texas type stuff? Florida?
We haven't been. No, we've been like to like down Louisiana, Georgia, stuff like that. We ain't got to Texas yet, which we need to. I got so many people wanting us to be in Texas, and I need to get there for sure.
I'm telling you, go play in Dallas or Houston. I'm telling you, you'll have the time of your life down there with them. I'm telling you.
That's what I've heard. They say it's a good time down there, and people actually come out to support. You know, so that's why I want to get to Texas, Houston as well. So definitely want to get that one.
I'd check out some of the Mexican rappers down there too if I was you, just to see because like they're on a whole different swag down there.
Yeah.
And, like that peso dude and OT, the Mexican dude. I'm telling you, if you check out some of that stuff, and you'll be like, there we go.
Shit, I'm gonna have to do that, man. I've heard a lot about peso. I mean, I need to hit him up or something. So,
oh, dude, I'll tell you, that's the guy down there that's on the hot stuff, and I'm gonna find out the one dude from New Mexico and have him send it to you, because if you see what I'm talking about, you're gonna be like, that's right up my alley on. And they're so versatile.
I know. I don't know if y'all ever heard of them, but they're called the Mexavelli, Mid-South Monster, and Mexiking. They're part of I'm trying to think what the group name is. They're part of Kingpin Skinny Pimp's Give Me Some Army now, and they're Mexican rappers. And I just recently did a song called Long Way with Mid South Monster, and yeah. So I feel what you're saying about the peso peso. That Mexican rap scene is really on top right now. So I definitely want to do some
And the
more
thing about
international stuff.
And the thing about with somebody like Peso Peso and a lot of them cats down there, they're so versatile. It's bringing everybody together. It's white, black, Mexican, whatever
Right,
nationality you are.
right. That's awesome.
I mean, but that's the thing with what's going on these days is that they want to bring everybody apart. You know, that's the
They don't want to all come together when it should be that way. Like, and that's what I try to do with like my festivals and the shows that I do. Like, I'm bringing everybody in the building, and there's never, knock on wood, there's never ever been no problems in any of my shows. So, and I've been doing shows my whole adult life, my teenage life. Even when I was a kid, I was doing, drama in church and shit like that. So, I've always been in the entertainment business, and I've never had anything, like I said, knock on wood, never anything crazy.
I've been to a lot of shows, a lot of shows, and even though dudes mad at me, big ups to T Jax for giving me that opportunity. But I need to know because your music, like, it sends me somewhere else. You know what I mean? I need to know who is your biggest influence, local and national.
That's a good question. National, I can't say it's just one. I would have to give my top five, and that's Lil Wayne, Eminem, Tech Nine, Kendrick Lamar, and it'd probably be a toss up. You know what? No, I'm just gonna leave it at them four because I ain't even gonna do that. So them four for sure: Kendrick, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Tech Nine are definitely my rap influences. And of course, like the OGs, like Haystack and stuff like that. Like that was just what I grew up on. So of course, them guys as well. And locally, Tom Ski Mask, Nasty Nardo, Lil White, all them cats, man. Young Dolph, rest in peace to him. Um, it's so many local artists too that I can really vibe with, because a lot of people from Memphis are really pushing right now. Like they're putting out really good music. Like I'm not all for the violent stuff, but there's a lot of eyes on Memphis right now, and so locally I can't really just give one neither. It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm the same way with local artists. It's hard for me to pick a favorite local artist out of Toledo. Underground. It's hard because a lot of it's different. Everybody's style is just that much different.
Yep,
you know what I mean? And it makes you want to listen to it all.
Yep.
Do you? This is a question from one of my viewers the other day. Do you know any artist in Toledo, Ohio?
Toledo. Why do I feel like I do know artists in Toledo?
Oh, you do. At least one.
I know I do. I want to say I did Pirates Fest in Ohio one year.
Bobby Waters.
Bobby Waters, yeah. So, yeah, I know all them guys out that way. So, yeah. So, Bobby Waters, shout out to him, man.
I'll tell you a story. Sorry, I'm trying to eat dinner before it gets cold, too.
Hey, I feel you.
I'll tell you a story. I used to do this thing where on the shows, they would come, but they would be in-person shows. And Bobby Waters was never able to be on my show because time wouldn't let him. He had a show in Indiana. We shot out there to Indiana. To what? Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll say you're gonna
but I used to do dab offs where I would, the artist that says he can outsmoke you, whatever. I was that guy to prove you wrong.
Hell yeah.
And Bobby Waters and Dizzy Blaze were the only ones to successfully, out of all, I've been doing this. This is year number 5. All the artists I interviewed, they were the only 2 that make me quit.
Damn.
And boy, ooh, I get the chills thinking about it. But you also know Teddy Loud.
Yeah, I know Teddy.
That's how we got the interview. That's how I, learned about you.
Shout out to
He
Teddy
told
for
me-
sure.
Yeah, Teddy's a good dude, and he's tremendous at what he does.
Yes.
You need beats, holler at Teddy. Teddy will hook it up.
You ain't messing with Ritz or any of them or not?
I mean, I haven't done anything personal with him, but I love his material. I love Ritz. I like Mercules, all them guys in that, that little genre, that area, Hobson, Token, stuff like that. I just haven't got a chance to work with them personally, but it's definitely in the plans. I want to work with everybody I can. As long as I get the opportunity, I'm going to work with whoever. So
Yeah, but the
You heard
one
him.
of our
So you got
here is A-Liz. He's always with Ritz now. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
He had to
if you
make
guys
that jump.
hold on.
He had to jump off the porch.
Hold on a second, Larry. If you guys, you heard my man just say it. If you're ready to work and you're out here trying to put in the work and not bullshitting and wasting anybody's time, he's ready to make music. He said, make it happen. You
Exactly.
heard my man say he's never in the city on a show. So that's how you're going to get recognized, by not being in the city.
Mhm.
Get with my dude, Cody Crazy, on the Facebook, Instagram, or the Facebook or the Instagram, and damn, there was one more.
Well, he's on.
You can even hit him up on the YouTube.
There you go. Yep.
Just holler at him. He's ready to work, but he only wants to work with those who are willing to really, really put in the work.
Yeah, you got to be
And if you listen
serious.
to his music, you'll know this man is putting in the work.
Appreciate that.
Oh, wait. We can't forget the most important.
All right.
I gotta give big ass ups, the biggest ups, to your photographer. Man, she the truth. Definitely do. That's your wife that does that, right?
Yeah, my wife. Yeah, she's actually the one that handles all the business. She's the one behind the scenes. Like, she does music as well, but she's behind the scenes making sure everything's going into place, everything's working smooth. So I couldn't do it without my wife. And we're definitely a power duo. So we're just trying to make an empire of our own, and it's cool that we have the same interests. So, shout out to my wife, Lauren, LBZ.
She definitely does put in the work, bro. Like, if you go to his page and you see all them still pictures and all that and all that stuff, she does all that. And I was floored when I found that out.
Yeah, well, we kind of go half and half with it. I do stuff and she does stuff. We do everything in house. A lot of people don't know that, but all the flyers, all the banners, all the logos, we do everything in house. We don't. If you have it all, you don't have to pay for it, and really that's the way you got to be.
Yeah, even though you're spending a chunk of money, you're saving so much more by going that route.
Exactly.
Let me see.
And you gotta think the best thing about it is your time that you're saving, because that's more valuable than anything else,
Very true. You ain't got to worry about waiting 2 weeks or 3 weeks on something because you got it right in front. So it's really the time frame is the time frame you put on yourself. So you don't have to be calling somebody, hey, you got it done. No, the only person holding it up is yourself. So like you said, it's a time thing.
Yeah, and it's gonna make your relationship way more stronger, because hey, I'm starting off here.
It's not just you working against the world. You guys are a team. That's a beautiful thing.
Yep, we definitely a team. Hang on.
Yeah, my life.
Dave, you need to do a commercial thing because we're at 40 minutes already.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna take a commercial break, Cody. I'll be right back.
All right, take one. I'm gonna get a cigarette.
All right, perfect.
Hey, Nation of Elevation, Volume 1. Let's go. flows getting colder, yeah, nigga getting bolder. Yeah, I'm built like a boulder. Got the team up on my shoulders, pull a magnum out the holster. I put you up on a poster, getting heated like a toaster, spitting bars like I'm a poster. If you want war, we can take out these rodents. Breaking the room, yeah, your kingdom is eroded. Bitch, I'm the villain to this motherfucking story. That nigga Will is the one I've been dethroning. Bitch, I don't give no fucks, you can call me Davey. Number one said Russ, yeah, I'm still winning. Nation of elevation, yeah, we are scheming. This year is our year 2023. 2023, everybody knows me. 419 the scene, yeah, that's a llama bean. Shout out first to the moon, but Mars is where I'ma be. Smoking on this tree, yeah, no green screen. All stars shine blue, mine shine green. Look at my table, everybody eats. Take back your mixtapes, here's a receipt. I've been on the wait list, so all you rappers take a seat. Hey, Nation of Elevation, Nation of Elevation South. Shout out my nigga Davey No Fucks. Shout out my nigga aka Russ. You already know what the fuck going on. 2023, out of booth.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. We're back with Cody Crazy on the Nation of Elevation. I'm gonna tell you guys on the Facebook right now that you guys can go to the YouTube and subscribe, follow, like, all that. Make sure you do the same to Cody Crazy. Subscribe, because them subscriptions may not mean nothing to you, but they mean the world to us.
That's true.
So with that being said, the Nation of Elevation on YouTube. Subscribe, like, all that.
All that.
So before we get into the next set of questions, these next set of questions, they focus more on the music.
Okay.
All right. So with that being said, this has got to be one of the hardest songs that I've heard, and I've heard many people do this name for this song. And when I tell you Outlaw is probably the rawest, you know what I mean? Like it's fire. I enjoyed listening to it, and I listened to it repeatedly.
That's definitely a classic Cody Crazy song. It's got my brother on it, Nova. Actually, same mom, same dad, brother. So that was pretty cool to actually work with my brother on something for the first time. That was the first time we ever did a song together, other than, back in the days when we was in the bands and stuff. So that was pretty interesting. And yeah, like you said, the song Outlaw, there's a lot of outlaws out there, like song titled Outlaw. And I didn't know that until I released it. I'm like, damn, how am I ever going to get this song played? But it actually surprisingly did a pretty good, decent,
That was the first song that popped up out of everything that when I looked your name up on the other account, which you guys can get linked to the other YouTube by going to Cody Crazy, and it'll pop up. There's a thing on there where you can just click it. It was so easy. It was painless.
There you
go. So Outlaw was definitely one that I listened to, more than once.
Appreciate that.
And that's the thing. Like with me, it's catch my attention.
That's what it like the from the beat to the chorus to the verses, everything was on point. And that was one of them first songs that I made that was like, okay, I can do this. This is something that I can do. And it really gave confidence, because if you listen, like that was like the start of where I'm at now. So you could definitely tell that song put a lot of confidence in my music, because the growth is insane right now.
Yeah, because I could tell that was earlier music from
definitely
the way you sounded, the way it went from there to where you're at in like Ford Ranger, for example.
Oh my God, Ford Ranger.
That song is great.
That song,
you know what I mean?
That song, believe it or not, pays a bill. so that right there is pretty fucking cool. That song, is my wife gave me the idea, because she's like a Lil Peep fan and stuff like that, and she's like, you just have that singing voice that if you would do a trap beat with some guitars and just kind of sing on it and feel it, that'd be dope. And she actually had a Ford Ranger when I first got with her, and we would always ride in that Ford Ranger. It didn't have no AC, no heat, so we had the windows down when it was hot, and we brought covers with us when it was cold. So, but that Ford Ranger, we took it everywhere. So I had to make a song for that situation, and it turned out to be in my most streamed song on any platform. So
Fire.
pretty fun. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
So
Over
that
a million.
is your most popular song is the Ford Ranger one.
I will have to play that for the rest of my life. Every time I do a show, that would definitely have to be one of them songs that I'll play for the rest of my life. It gave me over 1.5 million streams on all platforms, and that right there, that's cool as hell. So I will definitely be playing Ford Ranger forever.
And the reason it went, let me tell you, the reason it went so high and went viral, semi-viral, was because when it was released, that look at that truck, that's a fucking Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
All that stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
So what he's talking about, how am I going to get all these fucking plays on this song with all of this? Same with Outlaw.
Yeah.
He did, and he did good by doing that.
And believe it or not, the what?
You know how many Reels videos like on Facebook that me and my son made because we find a clean ass Ford Ranger or one with some crazy stuff on there, and fucking Ford Ranger, but we get it like at Walmart, or Speedway, wherever.
Hell yeah. Shit, TikTok is the reason why it blew up so fast like it did. Like I went on TikTok one day and I just put in Cody Crazy just to see, and it popped up Ford Ranger instantly. And I'm talking about it had hundreds and hundreds of people's TikTok videos of them videoing Ford Rangers or jacked up Ford Rangers, souped up Ford. I'm like, wow, this is fucking cool. So, and then actually Ford made a TikTok commercial with the song, which so that was pretty cool too. So, man, Ford Ranger, shout out to that fucking song, because I had no idea that was going to be the one that would fucking bring a check in.
Yeah, that thing blew up like whoo.
Yeah, it did.
Back in 98, me and my buddy, he had a Ford Ranger and I had a Chevy Suburban. He had a 98 Ford Ranger and my Suburban. We're painting the same color flip-flop paint. But he had a pool table in the back. I'm talking about, you ain't never seen nothing like that. So
damn.
Of it.
Had a pool table
with the flip stuff. This is back 98. How old were you?
98. I was I was born in 93, so I was 5.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is something
I was 5 years old.
That's
That's crazy.
How was it working with Lil White?
I mean, he was always a nice guy. So I really haven't, I've heard stories and stuff, but he's always been very respectful around me. He actually pulled me off stage one time at a New Year's show we did in Corinth, Mississippi, and he brought me right to the bar. He got Tom Ski Mask to come get me, and brought me right to the bar, and he was like, bro, you got it. He was like, I just want, he gave me his first album off his new one. I can't think of what it's called. Back on my Fraser shit or something like that. I forgot what it's called, but he gave me the album. He signed it in a gold marker. I ended up giving it to my mom and stuff. But yeah, man, it was Lil White's always been a upstanding guy when I was around him.
Like I know a lot that's dealt with him, and I've never heard nothing sour about him. Never.
No, he's all, like I said, he's always been an upstanding guy. He's always been very professional. Now I've heard stories about back in the day, but that was before, I even knew what drugs fucking were, so.
Right.
I mean,
all the bad stuff you ever hear about stuff is him getting screwed over, not
exactly, yeah.
If you watch anything like on V-Lad or any of that stuff, it's always something.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's always been a nice guy to me, so I have nothing bad to say about Lil White.
I got a question for you.
All right, go ahead.
how bad is the tension going on right now where you're at because of what happened with the with dude getting beat by the cops?
I
You think,
mean,
you think it's gonna be like some LA stuff or not?
as of right now, it's been all peaceful. It's been a lot of peaceful protesting. So shout out to Memphis for keeping it peaceful and not burning the city down. Because even the mom of the guy that got beat, she was like,
Tyree Nichols was
let's
his
keep
name.
it peaceful. His name's Tyree Nichols.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tyree Nichols was his name. He
Mhm.
was 29 years old, and 5 black police officers beat the piss out of him and beat him to death.
For no fucking reason.
And there was 2 white cops involved in it too.
They
Yeah, the
fired
whole
5. I mean,
but
I'm sure
7
there's
altogether.
more.
it was like 7 of them that they got fired. It was like a white cop and 5 black cops and like a firefighter or something like that.
I think there's 4 firefighters that got let go over it too right now. 3 or 4.
I don't
It
know.
definitely had everybody shook. Like
Yep.
when they was talking about releasing the video, I just was in my head like I need to get home because this is gonna get crazy. But it
What?
actually was peaceful. So and as of right now, they're still releasing new audio, new video. So
Every
it's no
day.
telling every day. So it's no telling how it's gonna get. But as of right now, Memphis has been very peaceful about it. So
But
Big
you
ups
gotta
to
think,
keeping the peace in Memphis.
Memphis is a strong city like LA was, and when that stuff happened like with Rodney King and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's like they could both be a firecracker in a heartbeat.
Bro,
yeah.
they didn't kill Rodney King.
I know, but this is even worse.
Yeah, it is even worse. It's definitely a lot worse. It's hard to watch. Like I couldn't even watch all the videos. It made me mad and upset because the police wondering why we give them a hard time all the time, and it's because they don't have no respect for us. So how do they expect us to ever respect them?
And
So
that's just not in Tennessee,
It's in
bro.
general.
That's everywhere.
yeah, that's
Like
everywhere. Yeah,
Like I tell people, at the end of the day, the cops do whatever they want. You're guilty until proven innocent, and that's
true.
from me telling everybody personally. I'm a second-class citizen. I don't got the same
Right.
rights as a normal person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just horrible. I mean, but it's good
Yeah,
that
it's
it's
fucked
strong
up.
over here. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely messed up. I mean, hopefully everything stays peaceful. But like we were just talking about, every day they're releasing new stuff, so we'll see.
For that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'd be shocked like how people's attitudes are up here, like compared to where you're at. You don't got that southern sweet vibe. Like in Toledo, it's always like nothing but negative stuff. It ain't. You'll see more racism at the gas station or McDonald's than you think. Like on, you're like, man, these people are. This is what they're on. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
And the screwed up thing about it is they think that, because they're the law, they're above everybody else. It's not like that. You're swinging nuts just like the rest of us.
that's true. That's true.
Tell me about the song You Know Now.
You know now. That was one of them songs I wanted to show that I could rap. Like not just sing and entertain. I wanted to show that I'm a rapper as well. And that was the song that definitely did it. Showed people, all right, Cody can spit. Cody knows how to fucking rap. He ain't just all cool. He ain't just trying to be like Drake. He's for real about his rap shit. So shout out to that song.
So tell me about Nasty Nardo.
Nasty Nardo, Mr. Don't Watch Me, Watch TV, Mr. Hustle and Flow. It was an honor to work with Nasty Nardo, and to be able to say that that's my friend is even cooler. You know what I'm saying? So, and he did the soundtrack, then Hustle and Flow, the Let's Get a Room and Get High and Get Naked. That's Nasty Nardo. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's cool to actually call him my friend, like somebody I can call if I want to talk to somebody. It ain't always got to be about business. So shout out to Nasty Nardo.
For sure.
It's always a plus to have people like that in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Always, and he's always open to give advice, and he's always been a real cool guy, very respectful guy, and he supports the music scene. Like you'll see him pop up at other people's shows, you know, and he don't have to do that. But he's never missed one of my shows in the past like 2 years that I've known him. So, and he's an outstanding guy for sure.
Definitely. I didn't know all that, but I did know I did see him on other artists at other artist shows, just
Yeah.
watching, doing this thing. Tell me about Let's Get Crazy.
Let's Get Crazy. I made that song because I did wrestling, and I needed an entrance song, and that was me expanding my brand. And shout out to Pro Wrestling Mid South and all the guys up there that work real hard. And they really gave me another platform to be Cody Crazy, other than just music, and be able to build my brand and let me be the character I wanted to be and stuff like that. So it was a really cool experience. I did that for 2 years, and that's why I made Let's Get Crazy, because I needed an entrance song.
Did you get anywhere with wrestling at all or not?
I mean, I had the opportunity to step in the ring and meet some very interesting people that I grew up watching on TV and stuff. So like Chavo Guerrero, Downtown Bruno, Rhino. I got to meet these guys.
You
And
know, Rhino's got a wrestling gym in Toledo.
oh, that's badass.
Yeah, it's over there on Tremainsville, I believe. I should have looked that up first.
We're trying to get Davey punched in the stomach by Butterbean, but he wouldn't do it.
Dude, I would die.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would want to do it neither. Butterbean's a bad dude, especially back in the day. He was a bad dude.
Even at this age, he's getting ready to do a real big charity event. So he's probably about to get back in the ring, but it's probably, like I said, it's charity, so it's probably not really that big of a deal. But it is a big deal because it's for charity.
Yeah, exactly.
And I support any. Just so y'all know, if y'all want a free spot on my show with this little scroll down here, if you guys want a spot on my show and you got something charity going on, hit my inbox. I will flood every platform I'm on, and I'm on tons of them. I will flood it. I support any and all real charities, and I check into all of them before I go all out.
There you
go. This song kind of threw me for a loop. Like, from going to listen to all the music I listened to, and I listened to this song. This was one of the last songs that I listened to as I came to the conclusion of my research. Tell me about the song Monsters, because that's way out of character from what you're listening to before, and then you listen to Monsters. It's like night and day.
Monsters is one of the first songs that I released that's gonna be on my new album coming out in May, and which is called Professor Jones. And with this album, it's gonna probably be one of the most diverse albums that I've ever put out, probably that anybody's ever heard, because it's gonna go in every direction. And Monsters is just one of them directions that it's gonna take you in the diversity of this album. You're gonna hear songs like Monsters, and you're gonna hear songs like, I got a song called Goated that's about to come out that is going to be on the album, and it's a whole another vibe. Tough Enough, it's on Professor Jones as well. Like, that right there is just showing that I have multiple different courses that I could go in this, and that way I can be able to travel and do it anywhere from country bars into the clubs. You know, I'll be able to do my music.
How about tell Davey to go get a bunch of go to Nashville and just try to get some different genres of different music people down there, because he'll have a blast.
Bro, I listen to all kinds of music now.
I mean, I like good music. That's what I tell people. If it's good, I'll listen to it. Like I'm not gonna listen to no trash. I mean, it don't matter what genre it is. If it's good, I'm gonna listen to it.
I have to take another commercial break. I'm gonna take this break, and when we come back, we'll be live still with Cody Crazy out of Memphis, Tennessee. Y'all ain't hip, you better get hip. Y'all heard me?
Yeah.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. We got Cody Crazy with us and my co-host today, Lemonhead.
Yeah.
And there's on the Facebook, there's two parts to this because I was gonna change. I was gonna stop in half of it and then play some of his music, but I changed my mind because I wanted you guys, even though you don't have a visual, I still wanted you guys to listen to the podcast. So if you want to interact on the podcast, just go to The Nation of Elevation on YouTube, and you'll be able to interact and so forth and so on. All right. Nicole says, I grew up in the West Coast in Arizona. The Chicano rappers are a whole new game. Now, so this part, I'm gonna ask you, like, what's new?
What's new? Everything. Everything's new right now. Like it's all been a new experience because the journey itself is at a new chapter because I got Lagodi Music, which shout out to my team, Lagodi Music. So that's definitely what's going to be a lot. Y'all going to be seeing a lot more of that. Definitely be new. Shout out to Mr. Trees, Nova, Lauren Badass, Mr. Clickster, and KLR. They put in a lot of good, hard work at the studio. They're always on time to shows. I never have to question them about anything. They take this serious. So shout out to my team, Lagodi Music. That's definitely something that y'all be seeing a lot more of. Lagodi Palooza 2's coming this summer. That's going to be even bigger than last year. So I'm very excited about that.
What is Lagodi Palooza?
Lagodi Palooza, well, last year was our first annual one. And we did it for 2 nights, and we had over 50 artists, underground and OGs. And it was a huge success, and phones been blown up about, are we going to do the second one? Are we going to do the second one? So yeah, we will be doing the second one, and it's going to be 3 nights this time. So
what is it like? Like a big campground type deal thing, or?
Last year we did it in a warehouse. We had a stage crew come in and set up a stage and lights and all that. But this year we're trying to get it in the Safari Club in Corinth, Mississippi, because they have a really dope setup, big club. So if not, then we're gonna go back to the warehouse.
Well, something else is sweet though. Do something like a gathering. Like how because I'm telling you, get a camp out group, you'll really be in there.
Yeah, we thought about doing it like
one of Bobby Waters shows.
Yeah, we thought about doing it kind of like Pirates Fest in the beginning when we thought about doing it outside. But at the same time, we didn't want to take a chance with the weather.
Yeah.
and we wasn't trying to ruin nobody's experience and have to cancel it because it rained or something like that. So we just decided that if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it in a bigger like warehouse or a bigger venue. That way, it's comfortable for everybody still.
Keep me posted on that. I think I'm interested in that.
Oh, definitely.
You ain't opened up for no car shows or nothing like that?
No car shows. I ain't done nothing like that before.
Really?
But
You should
that
check
would
out.
be interesting.
Well, this is the thing though. You said you got a big fan base in Indiana, right?
Yeah.
You should check out this show. It's a music festival / car show. It's called Slamology, and it's in June.
Okay.
That might turn on a big light bulb on you just even going to have a fun time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's definitely something I want to look more into. You're not the first person that said something about car shows. Actually, there's like a racetrack right up the way. What's it called? I can't even think of what it's called, but it's a drag strip. And every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they're always doing stuff. People's like, you should go up there and play your music for them guys and stuff like that.
Them boys from Street Outlaw Racing.
Yeah. JJ the Boss and all of them. Yeah. They're from
Well,
around
the
here.
thing what I'm saying about Slamology, it's a music festival, tattoo festival, and car show. Anything you could think of, like semi trucks to garbage cans with speakers. Anything you could think of is there. Like on the where y'all are at. Y'all might have you heard of the Velt Boys at all? There's like a big car club, but they be rolling down there crazy too.
Shit, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
definitely
big
gonna
festival thing.
And you say it's in Indiana?
Yep, it's in June. It's called Slamology.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that. That sounds dope.
Because I think it's really probably 4 hours from you, for real.
Yeah, but
No.
5 or 6.
Maybe from him, but for me it's 5.5.
Yeah, it's about the same. About 5.5.
But I plan on trying to go.
Have you done anything down there like in lower Indiana, like South Bend, Evansville, stuff like that?
No, we went to Indianapolis, I believe.
Okay,
That's where,
so it's basically where the.
I'm gonna go sit because Ned's gonna be there in his limo. I'm gonna go sit in his limo and try and smoke it out.
Hey, I'll be in there with you probably.
Oh, if he seen the limo, he'd be shocked.
You would be shocked.
Hell yeah. Damn.
Well, I got big old Texas steer horns on it and everything. It looks like one of the president limos.
Hell yeah.
Got the curve fillers, the red line Vogues, the static straps on the back.
Damn, got it decked out.
That's one of the cars.
Yeah, that's badass.
I got a question.
I got an answer.
First, what is Rap Offs?
The Rap Offs is an event that I created, that I partnered with Z-Dog with, which is part of Gimme Some Army. It's pretty much a playoff for rappers, but not battle rap. It's literally song. It's literally song against song, and there's rounds. There, I believe it was 16. It starts out with 16 artists, and in the first round, there's a draft so that nothing's rigged. So people's like, "Oh, you put me against him for whatever." No, we drew out of a hat.
So let me tell you how I did a contest, something similar to that. I took and I let all the artists send me 3 songs. You know, in the city, wherever, send me 3 songs. And then I let the people, first I started with, you know, my guys, you know, we got rid of the music that wasn't so fire. And then we let the kids, people who would vibe to your music, pick who they think should go to the next round. And then I'd have a different group of kids come in and, you know, not kids, I should say, you know, 13 to 18.
Okay.
Come in and they would tell you who they thought should be the next ones. Well, the ones they didn't pick, or the ones they picked, the last group picked, wound up being on the No Fucks Given mixtape volume 1. And you know, I did that I teamed up with Breezy out of Toledo with Street Music. And she and all the artists there helped me make that happen. It was a beautiful thing. So yeah, I feel you on the promotion. Is it hard to promote your stuff?
No, not really, because I have a good team behind me. So, when you got a good team, anything's possible. So, shout out to the team again, because we're out here putting in work. We're in people's faces all the time. We're constantly doing something, and there's never a dull moment.
So Cody,
Um,
what are you doing for a living? Beside, are you making it where you're making all right from your music, or you got to have a regular JLB too, or what?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not super famous or anything. I don't even like to say that I'm known. I just, you know, I'm a normal guy out here. I still got to work until the big check comes. I'm gonna be working until the day I
What type of
die.
work are
So,
you doing though? I sell firewood. That's why I was just curious on what type of work.
I'm actually a RV tech. I work
Oh,
on
that's cool.
campers. Yeah,
So,
so
like for the motor wise or all the other stuff, or fixing anything.
like internal, external, just whatever needs to be fixed on a camper. That's what I'm working on right now.
A lot of water damage stuff.
Oh yeah, a lot of that, and I'm also a certified welder too, so I always have that in my back pocket,
Yeah.
and they always need welders.
You
So
should think about though too. If you want to make that extra bag, go buy one of them ones from Copart what's messed up.
Yeah, yeah,
Because hell, some of them nice. There's a lot of them going on like Orlando, where all the storms are at. Get
yeah, yeah.
So-
That's
might be
true.
quick 30, 40, 50,000 sitting right there for 5 or 10 grand.
Easily, yeah, for sure. My dad lives in Tampa Bay, Florida, and he's like, dude, they need work everywhere.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, he said you can make money like crazy down here right now. So
Florida's
yeah,
got lots and lots of work right now, for
a
sure.
lot.
We're almost done. I got a handful more questions.
Oh, you're
I
good.
want to make sure I want to make sure I make this known. I want you to go ahead and give shout outs to all your people.
All right. Shout out to Lagodi Music, Mr. Trees, KLR, Lauren Badass, Nova. Shout out to Crowd Pleasing Movement, Tom Ski Mask, Mauser. Shout out to Nasty Nardo. Shout out to the fam that's been there since day one. Shout out to y'all for putting me on the show.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone that's been riding with us. We appreciate it. We love y'all, and we got bigger and better things to come.
Make sure you go follow my dude, Cody Crazy, on YouTube. Subscribe, follow, share. Most important things you can do that mean nothing to you but mean the world to us.
Facts.
So with that being said, how do my people up north, my musicians up north, get a hold of you if they say have a feature they think you fit the part for or whatnot?
Just contact me personally. I'm good about getting to my messages. I might be a little late at times, but Instagram, Facebook, those are the fastest way you can get to me, or you can email me at codycrazyofficial@gmail.com. That's if you can't get a hold of me that way, I always read my emails as well. So
he's pretty efficient when it comes to getting back to you. Like I said, I didn't think he was going to show. He told me he was sick. So me and Larry started the show. We were just going to run a show anyway, just to kill the time slot. And then he hit me back up after I started and said, I'll be there. I'm sick. I'm not going to miss it. I got you.
100. I had over 100 fever when I woke up this morning. I've been sweating it out. I done took about 12 showers, just trying to sweat that shit out because I knew I wanted to do this podcast today, so I wasn't gonna let y'all down.
I'm
So-
glad you didn't, and you wouldn't have. We would have, you know what I mean? We would have rescheduled it.
But hey, we
We'll have to give him a salute for that one. For let's
Right.
make it happen.
Right. So, this is a weird one because I couldn't find the answer I was looking for. So I really don't know the answer.
okay.
When, Toledo does the Toledo Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah.
I seen that you were talking about the Memphis Hip Hop Awards. I think it was.
Yep.
Did you wind up
Ninth
getting the
annual.
award?
For the past 3 years, I've been nominated. I won my first award last year, which was Promoter of the Year for the Rap Offs. So the Rap Offs won us an award. But this is my first year having individual awards for my music, and my team got nominated for Indie Label of the Year, which is huge. Like, it don't matter what award I'm nominated for, that one I'm most proud of. Boss of the Year, that's cool. MVP, Industry MVP, that's cool. But having the whole team get it nominated, and that really shows that we're doing what we're
That
supposed to be
matters. That
doing.
because that shows that you're putting in the work.
Exactly.
And I didn't like when I was reading. Like I read everything, man. I don't think there's any site that I've been on that gave me the answer to that. Like I don't know if he got one or not.
Yeah, the ninth annual Memphis Hip Hop Awards. Shout out to the BCF team and Rico Owens and all of them. They've been doing this for going on 10 years now, and they're actually doing a lot of big things. I believe Rico is Glorilla's talent agent. He works with Big Boogie and people like that, Moneybag. He definitely put people on the map in the underground scene and put them on the next
Well,
level.
and this is from Instagram. It says, "What did your family, your parents, think about when they saw you on YouTube the first time, or on social media the first time rapping?"
Uh, my mom, she's always been real supportive of everything. So she thought it was like, oh my God, my baby, he's a superstar. You know how moms are.
I know.
Dad was a little bit harder to get by, like, his, not saying he didn't like it. He just ain't a big into the rap music. Not that he likes rap music. He's just a rock and roll head. But once I made songs like Ford Ranger and Better Days and those type of monsters, when I made songs like that and I show it to him, he's like, "That's cool as hell." So my dad, he's kind of always been that tough guy. It's hard, you got to kind of give
That's
him a
how my
noogie for
dad
a
is.
minute. Yeah. So, but he's very supportive. He's never said, "Cody, you can't do it. You're wasting your time." So, my dad's always been behind me on my career choices. So,
It's always major when you got your, like when I first started doing this, my mom and dad thought it was the dumbest thing. But my mom and dad is 60 and 70 years old. You know what I mean? That's a whole
I
different time.
yeah,
And now that I've been doing it for a few years and they're seeing what's going on and that I am, interviewing the rappers and the artists and the whatnot and whatnot. My
Yeah.
dad is my biggest supporter.
that's awesome.
And I give my dad big ups because you know what I mean? Like he grew up in a time where, rap wasn't a thing. It's in his mind, it's what's let me find one of the words. It's fucking trash.
Yeah,
But that's the era he grew up in, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They grew up to like the Temptations and shit of that nature, stuff of that nature.
right,
So
right.
it was a
You
different
know what's
time,
crazy though? Rap's been here 50 years almost.
at least.
Yeah, it's 50-year
Um,
anniversary. Yeah,
That's crazy. I watched some Too Short
Wait,
lad thing.
it's been here longer than that. I got to think of his name. It's Tony something, and he's a radio singer. He's a well-known pop singer. Like I can't think of his name. I'll look it up. But in 56 or 57, he did a song, and it rhymed. The first part of it rhymed, and they called it a rap. Not till way later in the years, man, what was his last name? But it was many moons ago that they called it a rap. In the like 78 or 79 is when they considered it a rap.
That's a long
Yeah.
time
I
ago,
was watching this V-Lad thing with Too Short and stuff, but they were talking about like stuff 78, 81, like how he's recording over stuff and making the local thing for out in the West Coast.
So
it was interesting.
what's crazy?
That long.
What's crazy, Lemonhead, is so you hear one song and you think, you know, you hear you hear one whole CD and you think, oh, that's the gist of it. But most artists have piles and piles and piles of notebooks that are full of lyrics. That 90%. I'll tell you something. Dr. Dre just sold half of his unpublished lyrics for like 2-point-something million bucks. It was a lot of millions of bucks. And
Too Short was making all his CDs from stuff that he had sitting in a shoebox, like already ready to go.
Yeah. Too Short. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those CDs from Too Short, he didn't sing in one of those because they were already done. I mean, he did the singing and everything, but they were already done, recorded and everything, sitting in a shoebox on a tape or on a whatever it was.
He was recording in Atlanta and just taking it to the thing, and he'd get that royalty check and just be getting paid like boom, like here you go, like
damn.
Wait till you get to that level, you'll be happy. I'm talking about it's gonna be like
Too Short was the very first level. I mean, the very first artist to produce 10 CDs in a row.
Damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like Too Short, turn it down. Too Short, and 2 Live Crew are the entrepreneurs of, well, and NWA obviously, of what I call grimy rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But see, Too Short was a big person down south.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite kind of rap. You know what I mean? I like that down and dirty rap.
Yeah.
Down and dirty, but we ain't talking about hurting nobody. I like that.
My mom listened to Too Short all the time. So Too Short is imprinted in my head for the rest of my life for sure.
It might not be the down and dirty, but she could swallow the whole load. I want to know her.
Nicole says she remembers Too Short from back in the day. Like, I think Too Short's first, I don't quote me because I'm not sitting in front. I mean, I'm in front of the computer, but I'm using them for something else. I think his first CD was Life is Too Short, and I believe that was in like 91 or 92. I could be very, very, very wrong.
Yeah.
But I believe that's
it was
when it came out.
It was before me, for sure.
Yeah, that was that's one of one of my favorite artists. And Ice Cube. I'm a huge Ice Cube fan.
Oh yeah, I love Ice Cube. Ice Cube's the OG, the real OG.
He paved the way. I believe he's one of them guys. You know what I mean? Open the door to a lot of artists that were afraid to really address their lyrics because they were afraid that the community was going to judge him. Well, NWA came out giving no fucks.
None. I love Ice Cube, man. He will never be what's the word? Replicated. He'll never be replicated.
No.
Ice Cube. Nope. Ice Cube is forever legend. So.
Yep. Yes, sir. I agree. So.
And he had the balls back then to be like, I'm not taking that check.
Yeah.
That's
and
being more of an independent person on like how what you basically are.
Yeah.
And he took it to a whole nother level because he came out with the movies and now he owns multiple businesses.
Nobody knew about that Jerry dude not paying them guys. Eazy-E was the only one getting paid. Nobody knew that until the movie came out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things about that movie that put the light on a lot of different things.
Yes, it did.
and you know, there's a lot of evil people out there.
Oh, yes, there is a lot.
Just got to pick and choose your weapons. Now, I do have a favorite song from Cody Crazy that I cannot stop listening to.
All right, what's that?
That's Long Way.
Yeah,
Long Way
that
is
just
like,
yeah, it just came out. It just came out. So I'm very excited to see how that song turns out. I actually, the guy that sent it to me, he's a Mexican rapper. His name's Mid South Monster, and he sent me this track. He said, "Hey, I got this track, and I want you to come up with the chorus and put a verse on it." And he's always been pretty cool with me. So I told him, "Sure, send me the track." And that's instantly, whenever I put it on, I was like, "Dude, this is one of them songs that you can lay back, grab the steering wheel, and just ride. We're gonna take the long way round."
Hell yeah.
And so it kind of just worked perfect. And when I sent it back to him, he's like, "Cody, you're fucking awesome." He's like, "You're amazing, bro." I was like, "Man, I
bro, you
appreciate it.
nailed
I told you." He was like, "You fucking killed it." And I was like, "Well, I wasn't gonna give you anything trash. I was like, I'm gonna give you my best. That's what you asked for. I'm gonna give you that." So, and I'm glad he liked the song. He did a great job on it as well. So I'm just ready to see. I'm hoping there's a video gonna be behind it. Like I told him, we definitely need to put a video on it.
All right, well, that's the end of my questions. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my sponsors. You know, Dizzy Blaze at Hangar 18. You know, big ups to him for playing any and all the music I send him in the inbox. Big ups to Midwest Podcast. Big ups to obviously Lemonhead. Big ups to my brother Russ, my brother Kev. You know, everybody that supports me and follows me. And big ups to Cody for sitting in why he's sick and dealing with my bullshit.
Nah, it's all love, all love.
I was gonna ask you to spit. You know, it's one of my last questions, but I'm not gonna do that because you're all sick. We'll catch up and we'll go live again just to have you spit something later on when you're a little better.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that, man.
And for all you guys that are watching this video, that are gonna be watching this video, make sure you go subscribe to Cody Crazy on YouTube. Follow, like, whatever you got to do. Make sure you do that. Go to the Nation of Elevation on YouTube. Do the same thing, and soon we'll have Lemonheads up and we'll have him going. So make sure you guys tune in and make sure you guys plug into my dude Cody and check out all his music. Like I said, share the hell out of it. It may not be no big deal to you, but it's everything to us.
Right.
So with that being said, Cody, thank you. And like I said, when you're ready to drop Professor Jones, right? You're getting ready to drop it, right?
In May, yeah.
In May. Hit me back up and we'll drop it live.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate y'all.
Hit me back up and we'll drop it live when you're ready.
We'll have to do like an early release where you can release it early on your show or something.
Yeah, we'll go live.
Y'all can be like one of the first ones to play it on the stream, or however y'all want to do it.
Sir, and I will do that. And when I interview somebody, as you've seen, when your interview got closer, and more of your posts were being shared on my page. You know what I mean? And that's how I do my advertising. Y'all think this is dope? Check him live on my show or whatnot. And I was being funny earlier. Did you see the little commercial thing I sent to you?
No. Earlier I was in the bed. Whenever I woke up, I got on here. So.
He drunk some
Dayquil. When we're done here, jump in your inbox. I did a little commercial with the Tom and Jerry thing.
Hell yeah.
Check that out. I was supposed to play it on here, but for some odd reason it wasn't letting me add it, so that's why I sent it to you.
Awesome.
You know, with that being said, I have no more questions. And Cody says we're going to do an early drop in May on Professor Jones. He's going to keep us posted on everything he's got going on. And we may, not 100%, but we may show up at Lagoti Palooza.
That'd be awesome. Y'all definitely have your tickets waiting on you at the door.
Thank you. Thank you. With that being said, you can count on us being there for sure.
All right, bet.
Let's see. Make sure, like I said, I can't stress enough to go to the YouTubes, go to the Facebooks, go to the. All you gotta do is look up his name. It'll pop right up on every platform. I've done
Google it.
I know. Yeah, he said Google him. He's famous.
Google it.
Hey, and me and Davey are always down to go terrorize Tennessee. You know, jump canoeing, whatever, rafting, or riding the cars off the side of the mountain stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm down to go canoeing now. That sounds fun as hell. I'm gonna lie, that sounds dope.
Because we're down. Just, you know, it don't got to be just because of this music stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, this sounds good, man. I'm down.
All right.
I'm down for that.
With
Now,
that
I'm
being
gonna throw
said,
this on the limo. We can pull a camper with it.
Hell yeah. We'll put a hitch on that motherfucker and go. Hell yeah.
No. They'll know we ain't right by that point.
Oh, I forgot to tell them I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, so I know all about down in the neck of the woods.
There you go. You figure out anything in the woods.
Yep.
That's funny. With that being said, y'all, we're going to go let Cody get back under the covers and get warm. We out.
Yes.
And I will see you guys in a couple of days. Be safe. Check us out. Add to YouTube, all that. Go back, watch this video 100 times if you want. If you really want to hear his music, go check him out on YouTube.
All right. Peace.
Peace.